You know that feeling? When you're absolutely exhausted, but your brain just won't switch off? Your body feels heavy, your mind is racing with a million thoughts, and when you finally wake up, it feels like you haven't slept a wink. That was my life, for years. I just assumed it was the price of a busy life, work, stress, just trying to hold it all together. But then the weight started to creep on. It was slow at first, then it felt like it was happening all at once. And it didn't matter what I tried: strict diets, expensive gym memberships, those detox teas, cutting out carbs, even hitting 10,000 steps every single day. Nothing seemed to make a difference. Every morning I'd step on the scale, just hoping for a tiny bit of progress. But the number would just stare back at me, often higher than the day before. And every single time it felt like another failure, which just made me more tired. I was tired of pretending everything was okay. Tired of avoiding my own reflection in the mirror. I felt like a stranger in my own body. Well-meaning people would say things like, just eat less, or you just need to sleep more. I wanted to scream, I'm trying. But how are you supposed to sleep when your mind is buzzing like a beehive? When you wake up every hour, just staring at the ceiling, wondering what on earth is wrong with you? Then, one night, scrolling on my phone at 2 a.m., I came across something called Sleep Lean. My first reaction was to laugh. Oh great, another magic pill, I thought. I had been let down by so many so-called solutions before. But this one, it felt different. It wasn't promising some overnight miracle. It was talking about something that, for the first time, actually made sense. It wasn't just about diet or willpower, it was about sleep. Specifically, how a lack of deep, restorative unREM sleep can completely mess with our hormones, our metabolism, and our ability to manage weight even if we're eating all the right things. And when I read about how things like blue light from our screens, chronic stress, and broken sleep cycles could be the hidden culprits behind unexplained weight gain, a light bulb went on in my head, so I decided to give it a shot. I didn't have high expectations, no pressure, just a little bit of hope. I started taking Sleep Lean every night before going to bed. And to be honest, for the first few nights, I didn't notice a huge difference. But by the end of that first week, something had shifted. I was falling asleep faster. I was waking up feeling lighter, and for the first time in what felt like forever, I actually had energy in the morning. It wasn't just about the weight loss, though yes, that started to happen too. It was the incredible feeling that my body was finally working with me, not against me. I stopped fighting my own exhaustion. I started getting that deep, healing kind of sleep. And as the weeks went by, the number on the scale began to drop. Slowly, steadily, and naturally. There were no crash diets, no guilt, no struggle. Just rest. And it wasn't just my body that changed. It was my mood, my focus, my confidence. Everything felt brighter. I used to think that losing weight was all about discipline and forcing yourself to do things. But what I learned is that it's also about finding peace. When your body feels safe and your sleep is truly restoring you, everything else just seems to fall into place. So if you feel like you've tried everything, if you've cut the calories, joined the gyms, counted all the steps, and you still feel stuck, maybe the problem isn't what you're doing during the day. Maybe the real key is what's happening or not happening at night. For me, that's where Sleep Lean made all the difference. It didn't just help me lose the weight. It helped me find myself again. Thanks for listening to my story. If it resonated with you, give this video a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more.